Welcome to Pace Production, Creating a Batch. In this video, we will show you how to create a batch or multiple batches in the system. You will do this anytime you receive a new shipment of work to process, whether it be through the mail or by pickup or another way. You will find the Create Batches option under the Shipment menu. The first thing you will do is select the customer and project that the batch is going to be for. The batch we're creating now is for the Town of Make Believe, the Municipal Records Project. If you have set up the details of the container type and shipping method in the project setup, then those fields will autofill when you select the company and the project. Otherwise, you can select or change what they are here. I'm going to leave the container type as box because our shipment has arrived in boxes and we're going to leave it just that way for processing. You can see the number of the batch showing here, and this is just simply based off the last number that we have received for this project. If there's a tracking number related to the delivery, you can enter it here. And you can use the comments field for whatever you'd like. I like to use it for any notes about how the shipment was received. So this is a shipment that we get once a month from the Town of Make Believe, and it is a batch with 5 containers. So we're going to go ahead and add the containers to batch number 144. Now our containers or boxes are 10 pounds each approximately. And then we go ahead and select Add. So you see there's 5 lines here for containers. The container number token is a placeholder for the actual container numbers that will be assigned when we hit Submit. We also have the opportunity to type in a name if we want to, instead of just using sequential numbers for the titles. You would do that by using the Edit button and then hitting Update. You can also update the weight at this time. Once you hit Submit, the container numbers will populate. And a transmittal sheet will be created for each container. These transmittals have the company and project codes that were assigned when the project was set up in Pace Admin. You can see that this is batch 144, containers 1 through 5. And these are the abbreviations for the company and the project. Town of Make Believe, TMB, Municipal Records, MR. And there is a batch sheet with a barcode for all of the 5 containers. We print these sheets and put them with each container to be tracked throughout the process. You can also create a batch and add the containers by weight. Let's say we have received a bulk batch weighing 11 pounds, and we want to group it in containers weighing 2.5 pounds each. Now we know that 2.5 doesn't divide evenly into 11, but let's see what the system does. The system will break this into 4 containers, each with 2.5 pounds, and then put the remaining 1 pound into a 5th container. We submit that and get our transmittal sheets. If you have containers of different weights to add, the bulk add option gives you a way to add them all at once. You just follow the guide here, title, and then a pipe, and then the weight. So the first one we want is 146-1 pipe, and that one's 5 pounds. And then 146-2 pipe, and that one is 4 pounds. And then we just select bulk add, and here we are. And batch 146 container 1 has 5 pounds, and batch 146 container 2 has 4 pounds. Submit to get your transmittal sheets. Now, if you want to create multiple batches, you go under Shipment, Create Multiple Batches. We have already selected the information in the drop-downs that we need. And we see here the batch number is not filled in, it's just the token, because if we enter more than one batch here, then it'll be more than one number. So that just holds the place for that. So we're going to create 3 batches, the total weight being 30 pounds, and build batches. All right, so we now have 3 batches, number 147, number 148, and number 149. We know what the total weight is of each one, but we have not broken these batches down into containers yet. So let's just say, for the sake of showing you, that each batch is going to be broken down differently. So we'll say the first batch will be broken down with 2.5 pounds per container. That the second batch will have 3 pounds per container. And the third batch will have 2 pounds per container. All right, so we hit submit. And the first batch has been broken down into 4 containers with 2.5 pounds each. The second batch has been broken down into 3 containers, each with 3 pounds, and then that additional pound was put in the 4th container. And then the last batch was broken into 5 containers, each with 2 pounds.